What's up guys, this is AFUK and this is another SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z / Super display and posing ideas for you. Okay, so starting off with the Saiyan saga, I absolutely love this. I've got those bolted into the ceiling, the stands, and those there, so that's Goku and Vegeta, the Kamehameha and Gallic Gun. I actually meant to change Vegeta's pose so he has his hands out like sideways and flat, because that's not actually the accurate pose for that scene. He's got like both hands out in front of him with his fingers facing upwards, like you all know. So I don't know, unfortunately, if you'd be able to do this with a glass display, like if you had a detail from IKEA. You can use damage-free safety strips, but most of them say not to use on glass. So moving on, there's Piccolo and Krillin going off on Nappa, so you can see there. Obviously I wish the stands wouldn't be in the way, but there's only so much you can do with room. I love this as well. That's obviously Yamcha's unfortunate death with the energy effect stuck in there when he grips onto Yamcha and obviously explodes himself. The Saiyan, not Yamcha. Goku and Vegeta up there, Goku holding a to scale Earth Dragon Ball. I think that's the 4-star ball he's got there, but it's quite hard to see. I don't know if it's coming through on the video. We got Tien there with Chaozu on his shoulders. I quite like that. It's very simple, but it looks nice. We have Dragon Stars, actually Frieza, first form Frieza, holding the 4-star Namek Dragon Ball that came with a horrible bootleg Trunks figure years ago. There's the first, I think, Super Saiyan Vegeta with a Datong Scouter Vegeta head on him. There we have Super Saiyan Goku with the effect underneath. Final form Frieza there. So that is the Saiyan shelf. I'm again most happy with that part on this shelf. I think that looks really cool. Onto the next, after the Frieza saga. Here we have my custom Goku coming out of the Dragon Summons Saiyan pod with the LED lights in the back. I really like that. You have Trunks obviously following in the order. You kind of have Goku and Gohan there. Try and focus. Like a father-son punch. Makes me think of when they're training in the time capsule. I wish we had a young Gohan in the Saiyan armor. That'd be cool. So up here, that is my custom first form Cell coming out of his cocoon that he was in. Next to the androids. I like how his tail, I know it's the way it's shaped. It is black on the front, but I have it upside down, so I know it's green. That should be green there, but I like how his stinger is pointing towards 17. He would be looking at him, but the articulation doesn't allow it, so that's a bit unfortunate. So you have the androids there, quite simple, but I love having 18 on 16 shoulders, so that's really cool. Onto pretty much the middle shelf, or the middle of the shelf for this display. If it'll focus. We have Gohan there, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan all powered up with Cell behind him. Trunks here in the air. I knew they changed it to get rid of the gap, but I didn't realise when you actually pull it up and push it forward how big the gap actually is in Trunks' back. I can't, because the end of the shelf, I can't actually get around to the angle to show you. And the end of that shelf, I really like this. OG Broly against Goku and Vegeta there. I think that's the very first release of Broly, so he's worth quite a bit at the moment. So that is the Android and Cell Saga shelf with Broly kind of thrown in there. And on to the Buu Saga. This is one of my favourite pieces of my display at the minute. Right there. That's Super Saiyan 1 Goku head on the Gohan body actually, with quite a few of the effects making up that little display. And behind him there, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. The focus on this is awful. And Great Saiyaman kicking. If you got the bootleg Great Saiyaman and you cannot get him to kick out that far, give one of my previous videos a watch. I'll give you a tutorial on what to do to his legs to be able to give you the articulation that you should have. So you have Majin Buu, Fat Buu, behind those guys there, into the middle. That's original Super Saiyan 1 body with a Jatong Super Saiyan 3 head on it, and I really like that. I really like how it looks. I'm pretty sure I've said that in all my display videos. You have Kid Buu at the front. This is a hybrid action Kid Buu. That's the line of the series. He's quite hard to find now, quite rare, and he can be quite expensive if you do manage to find him. Onto Super Buu and Gotenks. Gotenks going in for a kick, and then Super Buu's just like, nope, not having any of it. And underneath, Vegeta. I've got Vegeta with that rock, and the way he's jumping, I know it's there to be in the Buu Saga, but it reminds me of in Super, when they first fuse and he jumps out on top of that wall in front of Zamasu. It just makes me think of that. So I quite like that. On to Battle of Gods here with Goku coming with a hammer down. I always used a fist and a Kamehameha hand, but I finally realised you can actually link the fingers up to give that effect that he has his hands kind of linked up to smash Beerus down like a volleyball. Beerus going in for the block, and Whis there behind. So that is the Buu shelf. Again, I'll go back to that because I love how that looks. I wish I had more space for displaying. And again, on my super shelf, I still haven't done any artwork because I cannot decide what to do. If anyone has any ideas, I don't know whether to do a split one, like leading on to from Resurrection F into like maybe Trunks' future burned down world onto the icy landscape, the ice continent on Dragon Ball Super Broly. But yeah, if anyone has some ideas or things that might look cool, hit me up. So first we have Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku and Golden Frieza, but I actually have the demoniacal fit Super Saiyan Blue sculpt on the Goku, and I think it looks so much better than the original. So we have those there with a few aura effects. Vegeta behind with a cluster blast effect. This is homemade, I've recently made this, so it's a bit squeezed in there at the moment. If anyone wants a tutorial on how I made this, it was fairly easy, so let me know down in the comments if you want a tutorial on how to make your own. So moving on, Zamasu and Goku Black to the left, and then above them Goku Black Rose and Trunks. I love the arm articulation on Trunks, so to get him holding his sword in proper, nothing like the original. Like, you can't really get very many good poses with that Trunks, unfortunately. Holding his sword, you can't even hold him in two hands really. So I really like the Dragon Ball Super Trunks. I think it's fantastic. Merge Zamasu right in the center of it all. Goku and Vegeta. That's a Super Saiyan Blue Goku, the new one, with a Super Saiyan Vegeta 2.0, but with a demoniacal fit Vegeta blue head on top. So I still want to get the Broly version of Vegeta, but at the minute obviously this does absolutely fine, and I think that's how it's arranged. I kind of tried to get them of what it looked like on the front cover of the Broly movie DVD. And 2.0 Frieza with his halo on. That really should be further to the left because it's Tournament of Power Frieza if he's got the halo. And to finish with finally got my Broly, Armor Broly, and Gogeta. Gogeta's there, squaring off at Broly after his dad Paragus has been killed and he turned Super Saiyan. So that is the final shelf. Some poses here are a bit static, a bit standard, like the androids, but then, like, I love how you've got Broly there with Goku and Vegeta, and then right underneath, Dragon Ball Super Broly. And again, to finish, my favourite parts, it's Goku and Vegeta up there. Started it from the Saiyan saga. I say that, sorry Raditz, I really wish that we had a younger Goku. They could, out of the Super Saiyan God Goku with the thinner body, they could use that mold to make the young Goku from the Raditz, where he has like the bare feet and he doesn't have the blue underneath the red gi. I would love that. Definitely, obviously, be right at the front of the display to start off the Raditz saga, what started everything. And again, down here, feel free to steal any of these poses or display ideas. And that is it for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you had a good day. Peace.